Greetings! Welcome to Friday night here on my channel here on YouTube. Hello, I'm Phil. It's nice to meet you guys. I have a new chair. Perhaps you noticed, perhaps you didn't notice, maybe you're new here and you didn't know. I have a very relaxing chair that I now get to sit in, and it's very exciting because for, I don't know, months I've been dealing with this chair debacle where I've been trying to deal with a chair that wasn't comfortable and then trying another chair that was equally, if not more so, uncomfortable, all in the name of trying to make things last as long as possible. And then I said, I can't do it anymore. I'm gonna get a chair that I actually like. And I was like, ooh, there's one that lights up? That's pretty exciting. Let's see, can I control some different settings on the lights? Let's see. Oh, that's the massaging vibrator thing in the back of my back. Oh, that feels really nice. Not the thing I was trying to get to go. Well, how do I make the lights change? Let me see. Let's see if I can get the lights to do some lighty things. Oh, that does feel really nice. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Let's see here. Yeah, I can get some. Let's get some. There we go. There we go. We got some exciting colors happening. Okay, let's turn the massage mode off. There we go. We'll turn that off. All right. There, is that a little too intense? Is it too much color for everybody? We'll leave it on for a little bit and see what happens. I'm very excited about this kit. I have to say, I'm loving it. It's great. Is it a little bit overkill? Sure, but I think I'm at a point in my life where I'm like, let's do some overkill. Why not? Hello to Stamo over on YouTube. Happy Friday to you as well. Hello to Wallace B-Boy on YouTube and Amanda Stube on YouTube. Hi. Yes, this is a live video. Yes, I will be interacting with people that decide to chat with me. I saw something when I logged in tonight. And those of you who do not know that I use an app called StreamYard to do the every Friday show. I don't really have a name for this show. I just do this every Friday. Anyway, when I signed in today, they said, hey, guess what? We just made it so that when someone gives you a super thanks or diamonds or chat things, whenever that happens, we're gonna now let you know on screen so that you can thank people. Because this past month, people were popping in here, being super nice, throwing diamonds my way. It was really cool. I didn't know about it unless people messaged me privately, usually afterwards. And then I went, oh man, I wish I would have known. I would have thanked you, on camera. So apparently, StreamYard now will support that. And I guess I'll find out if anybody decides to do that. I will, I'll let you guys know. That's not a prerequisite. Obviously, you don't have to feel like you need to do that. But I do appreciate everything you guys do, free or otherwise. That means if you're liking this video, sharing this video, or subscribing, thank you so much for doing that. I really do appreciate it. Oh, see, look, now no sooner do I say that than Samo just it says two jewels. That's what it says. Thank you. I don't even know what that means, but thank you for the 2 jewels and silver star. Thank you. I don't even know what that is, but I appreciate it. Hey, thank you, Amanda, for subscribing. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's been really cool growing this channel over the years. and it's definitely transformed a little bit, and you know, I've done some different things, but I'm still here, and I'm glad you guys are still here with me. Those of you who are new and are wondering why I'm even doing this, it's not for the stars, although that is very nice and I do appreciate it. What I'm doing is I'm animating a cartoon, and every Friday I take an hour out of my Friday to hang out with you guys, answer some questions. Sometimes art students come in here and we talk about art, which I love. I love when that happens. Typically, I turn the camera around and start working on some drawings, and you know, it's something I would be doing whether you were here or not. So I figured I might as well let people join me. It's fun. It makes it more of like a social thing, and that's why I do this. But I'm drawing all throughout the week, so this is just like the 1 hour a week that I kind of like I invite people, I should say, into my home, into my art studio, and you guys get to be kind of here hanging out with me. It's about as close to social on a Friday night as I get anymore. Okay. I know I could be out there doing things and meeting people, but why would I be doing that when I could be sitting in this awesome chair that I just put together this week? I love that it lights up. I feel like I'm sitting in like the command center of a starship, which is just really, let me just tell you how cool that is. Perhaps more importantly than how cool the chair looks, though, is I'm not in pain sitting in a chair. You guys do not know. I have been not talking about it too much, but for the last few months, I have been not enjoying sitting in this area of my apartment. And I would stand up after sitting for a while and be like, "Oh, this hurts." But now I don't. Now I can just sit here and chill, and it's really, really great. And I know that because I tested this chair out today. Today was like maybe the first real art day that I've had since I put this chair together. So I've been sitting in this chair for a large portion of the day, and I feel fine. The chair is great. So no complaints, and I'm back in the chair. So there you go. That tells you right there that this was a good investment, and that's how I try to do things. I try to do things that are going to last me a long time. So what am I going to be working on tonight? Well, if you were not here last week, and I'm pretty sure you weren't because a lot of you were not here last week. It was a very quiet week, or quiet Friday, I should say. So I was working on starting the montage sequence. I think I mentioned to you guys that there's this like group of scenes. I came up with them sort of while I was making the full cartoon. And as I was drawing the cartoon, I was like, you know, there's this scene. Oh, hello to Daniel Berry Sports Highlight over on YouTube. Hello. There's this scene I was working on that my main character, he comes running in and he's out of breath, and he says to this other character, "Excuse me, I can't find this laptop, and I've looked everywhere." And I do kind of have the character looking a few places before that, but I didn't feel like he looked everywhere. It just sort of stuck out to me as like, man, this doesn't feel exactly like what I want it to feel like. I want us to feel like we've really been through it with him. So I thought, well, wouldn't it be cool if I did like a little montage where we get to see him meeting up with different characters and you know, getting the door slammed in his face, proverbially, but also literally in some instances. Wouldn't it be cool if we get to see a few of those things happen? Maybe introduce some characters that I haven't shown, or other characters that I've shown briefly. Maybe give them a chance to be featured a little bit more. So I was like, oh, that does sound like a good thing. But when I came up with it, I don't know, maybe halfway through the cartoon, or maybe a third. I was probably a third of the way through the cartoon. And I thought, well, I like the idea of that, but I don't know that I want to add more work to my plate. At that point, I'd gotten a third of the way through. I had so much more to go, and I was already feeling very intimidated. So I said, well, I can do one of two things. I can stop what I'm doing right now, and I could start working on this montage. And because it's happening right in this like 1/3 of the cartoon mark, like a third of the way in is when the montage happens. So I said I could either start on that right now, because that's kind of where I already am. Backtrack maybe like 1 or 2 scenes and then do that, or I could just keep going forward, and maybe in time I'll come to realize it was a silly idea and I didn't need to do it, and I'll have saved myself, going back. I don't want to, like, spend a bunch of time going back making something that I don't end up wanting to use or whatever. So that's the one I chose. I said, all right, I'll go forward. I will not bother with backtracking. And I did. I finished the rest of the cartoon, all the rough animation, not the backgrounds or the color and rendering and things and all that, but all the rough animation I did. I went through and did the rest of it. And that happened just like a week or so ago that I finally wrapped that up. And in the past couple months, as I've gotten closer and closer to wrapping, I have realized, yeah, I think that montage is going to happen. And so here we are. We're in almost toward the end of July, and I find myself going, yeah, let's do it. And by let's, I mean me. Let's me do it. So I went ahead and storyboarded 4 brand new pages of storyboards, and they are on my wall right now. I've got the storyboards up there. I can prove it to you by lifting my camera and turning my camera this way. See, I've got storyboards there. There we go. There's my storyboards. All right. So I went ahead and created those 4 new boards. Sorry if I made you guys seasick. Amanda says, I have a baseball game tomorrow, and I'll win for you. Oh, my gosh. Amanda, that is such a sweet thing to say. What now? Are you, like, I don't know how old anybody is. Are you like a student playing baseball, or are you like a young professional playing baseball? Are you little league? Give me like an idea of whereabouts you are. But regardless of where you are in your baseball career, that is a very sweet sentiment. I do appreciate that. I wish you all the best of luck tomorrow at your baseball game. That's going to be great. I will be probably tomorrow. I'll be thinking, I hope Amanda had a really good game today. And if you want, you can come back next week and let me know if you guys won. I would love to know it. So I've got the storyboards on my wall, 4 brand new pages of storyboards. It is 15 scenes. And I don't know how long it's going to take me, because a lot of these scenes are pretty short. They should be pretty quick. There's a few of them that'll take me a little bit of time, but I would say like a handful of them, maybe even a third of these scenes, should be pretty quick. Holy moly, Samo, what are you doing? You already proved that the jewels happened. You already proved it. You did not need to put more jewels. What are you doing? I mean, thank you, but the 2 jewels was fine. You already proved that I can see that you gave me jewels. My gosh. Thank you very much. That was very, very nice of you. I don't know what the point of that was. It says 200 jewels sunshine. So, okay. Thank you. I don't know what to say other than thank you. That was very nice and very unnecessary. And now you're laughing. You really didn't need to do that. But thank you. Wouldn't it be funny if like when someone gave me jewels, if circa You Can't Do That on Television, which is a show that if you don't know what it is, you need to look it up. It was one of the best. I grew up in the best era of TV. I'm convinced it was the best era of TV. The amazing show, You Can't Do That on Television. But wouldn't it be funny if, like, when someone gave me jewels, like Samo just did, if like a bunch of plastic jewels just fell out of the ceiling? But it probably wouldn't be funny because those would hurt. But it would be kind of funny. It'd be kind of funny if whenever someone clicked jewels, it just made jewels fall down. In the show You Can't Do That on Television, they would do this thing where if somebody said, I don't know, like the phrase, I don't know, green slime would fall from the ceiling onto their head and cover them. And then if they ever said the word water, then water would come down and hit them on the head. I don't know why they did that. Yeah, 200 of them. Yeah, if 200 jewels fell out of the ceiling, first of all, I'd be wondering where they were coming from, because I definitely have a solid ceiling up there. It's not a TV studio where it's open up top. So I don't know how that would be happening. Anyway, so back to what I was telling you about the plan. So the plan is now I've got 15 scenes. It makes up the montage. It's 4 different storyboard pages. I don't know how long it's going to take me, but I can tell you that on the other end of those 4 pages is post-production. When I finish animating and getting through these 4 pages, I jump into post-production, which is incredibly exciting. It does not mean that things are going to like necessarily ramp up. I don't know if they will. They may ramp up and go faster. We'll see. I don't really know. What I do know is once I start post-production, that's going to look like me creating backgrounds, figuring out stylistically how I want the scene to be colored. Eventually, it's going to mean creating sound effects, and it's going to be meeting up with my composer at some point, and where he gets to start working on making music, and we'll be working back and forth, I'm sure, and he'll be like, what do you think of this? And the music process is a lot of back and forth, but he'll be doing music stuff while I'll be doing visual post-production stuff, and that's going to be exciting because that'll be it'll be the first and only time that I will feel like there is a team working on something at the same time. Yes, I did have some voice actors, and so that didn't involved other people, but I'm saying, he'll be working on the music while I'm working on the visuals, and that'll be, I'm sure we'll kind of touch base and say, hey, I've been doing this, let me show you what I've got, and I've been doing this, and let me hear what you got. I'm sure it'll be something like that. Anyway. All right, so thank you again to Samo. My goodness, for throwing some jewels my way. But it's been proven now. So if somebody does something on YouTube and does like a super thanks, which I don't know if I'm eligible for super thanks. Certain channels I think are, but there's super thanks. There's the jewels thing, and there's like what else is there? There's like maybe one other thing. But at least I know now that like when something happens like that, I can properly say thank you on screen, which is great. That's awesome. It was weird to not be able to do that, to be perfectly honest with you. I was considering keeping my phone off to the side with the video on there so that I could like maybe see out of the corner of my eye, but I'm really glad I don't have to do that now. That was going to be obnoxious. So where am I? Sorry, where am I on the montage so far? Okay. A few days ago, I thought I wrapped up the very first scene of the montage. And so I moved on, started working on the second scene. Partway through working on the second scene, I realized, I don't think I put enough work on in-betweening the first scene. I would like the first scene to feel a little bit more smooth and have some more drawings. So earlier today, I started doing that. I finished the second scene, which is great. But now I'm back to the first scene of the montage just to add in a few more drawings to kind of make it a little bit more robust. I don't want to feel like I'm cutting corners. And I want the animation to feel like as robust as I can make it reasonably, right? I don't have a giant team of people animating. I don't have this like giant budget. Technically, I don't have a cutoff point of how soon I have to get the cartoon done, but I've been animating since 3 years ago, and so I'm trying to keep some momentum going because I find that it just helps a project progress forward. If you get too stuck in one little area, it really does make a project start to get stagnant, and you start to lose sight of your goal, and you start wondering if you're ever going to get there. So, do I have to push myself to finish by a certain point in time? No, but I do find that kind of keeping a little bit of pressure on the back of my head there, a little bit of pressure, or like a tap on the shoulder, or whatever you want to call it, I feel like it does help me. Just a little bit of tension and urgency, it helps me to keep going forward. So that's why I do that. And yeah, so I guess after tonight, or maybe after tomorrow, I'll be done with the first and second scene of the montage. And again, there are 15 scenes, so it'll be like 2 down, 13 to go, which is great. I haven't been working on it all that long, and already it's moving pretty quickly. So we'll see. We'll see how far. I have been telling people, give me 2 months, and that might be enough time for me to finish the montage. We'll see. It might not be, but I think 2 months in, and I will be very, very close to that. I'm excited about that. So anyway, that's been enough yammering from me for now. I'm going to go ahead and, I also want to mention a couple. I've got 2 more things to mention. One is I'm getting incredibly close to the 3,500 image mark, which is just crazy to say. I mean, it'll have by this time next week, I will have crossed over 3,500 images for new ad day. It's crazy. Now, is it 3,500 separate pieces of paper? It could be. I say it could because it might be more than that. I might have already crossed over that many drawings, because some scenes I set up the scene with layers where there's multiple characters, but they're on different pieces of paper, but they merge together to make one image. So it only counts as one, but it maybe took like 2 or 3 drawings on different pieces of paper to make that one. That's why I say maybe I've done more than 3,500. Maybe I'll count them all at some point. I don't know. But the point is, it's a lot. That's the point. The second thing I want to say is next month, August 22nd, so that's less than a month from now, if you are in the Austin area, I would love to have you join me and my best bud, Joe Rothenberg, down at Book People in downtown Austin, or kind of downtown Austin, off of Lamar. I think it's South Lamar Boulevard. And it's, I believe, 7 p.m. on a Saturday. I'm like 90% sure it's 7 p.m. on a Saturday. Or 7, it could be 7:30, but I think I've got it listed as 7 in my calendar to make sure I'm not late. My friend Joe, he's got a new book coming out based on his comic strip series called Castle Winkeldorf, and he's going to be doing a reading from that book and from his other book. It's called The Forgotten Ones, and it's about prehistoric animals that the fossil record left behind, because for one reason or another, the fossils of these fictional animals could not be preserved. And so it's a book about these animals you didn't know about that lived eons ago, and it's just a really funny book. But so Joe's going to be doing a reading from his new Castle Winkeldorf book and the Forgotten Ones book, and I'm going to be the MC. I'll be your guide. It's really great. Joe and I go way back. He was on my podcast, Stay Tuned, and that episode where I interviewed Joe is on my channel here. So you should definitely subscribe and then go look up my interview with Joe Rothenberg. But Joe's a great guy. He's worked in animation for years. He had a pilot episode that was with Nickelodeon years ago. So he's the real deal, and he's got some great books, and they're going to be coming out. Well, actually, technically, The Forgotten Ones is already out, but the new Castle Winkeldorf book is emerging, and it's going to be a great time to learn about Joe and what makes him tick, and it's going to be fun to hear him and I banter back and forth, because we literally get together and talk about cartoons ad nauseum, and by that I mean ad nauseum of the other people who have to deal with it, who are around us. Hello to Ryan Pinagar on YouTube. Hello. Samo says, wish I could be there. I wish you could be there too. It's going to be a great time. But if you are in the Austin area, I really do recommend coming out. It's going to be great. If you haven't already been to Book People, it's such an awesome local treasure. We have such a great bookstore in Austin. It's an independent bookstore. Last I heard, it's the largest independent bookstore, or it used to be anyway, one of the largest, if not the largest, in the country. Excuse me. And they do ship internationally. And I do want to let you know, if you are someone who wonders about my own work, I do have a book with Book People. And yes, it is available on their website. And yes, they do ship internationally. So if you just search my name at bookpeople.com, you'll find me. It's not hard to find me. So anyway, but that night is all about Joe, and I really hope you guys come out. It'll be just a lot of fun. And I think we're going to learn something about his comics, and probably there'll be a lot of laughs. I'm sure he'll be signing autographs afterwards and drawing in people's books if they ask nicely. I'm sure. So that's August 22nd, which is next month. All right, that's the only order of business I think I have left to go. As always, while I'm hanging out with you guys tonight, if you feel like you have a question or you want to just say hi and you want to shout out or something, feel free to put your statements in the comments, and I'll do my best to get all of them. And I do want to give a little reminder. Well, I'll give that reminder at the end of the video. We'll hold off on that for now. But I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera around and try to get a little bit of drawing done tonight, at least. I've been drawing all day, so I sort of don't feel like as much of a sense of urgency of how much I get done tonight during the live stream. If I'm being totally honest with you guys, if I don't get a ton of drawing done tonight, I'm okay with that, because I got a decent amount of drawing done earlier today. I made a decent amount of progress, and why did I do the live stream? I did it because I still like to hang out with you guys. It's fun. It's fun for me. Hopefully it's fun for you too. Hopefully that's why you're here. I'm always appreciative of the folks that come and hang out with me on Friday nights. And that you guys could be doing any number of things, but you chose to hang out with me for some reason. No, I'm kidding. I do appreciate it. I've got one of my blue lights on tonight, so you can really see the tint of blue on my drawing table. That's kind of awesome. I do like that. All right, I'm gonna get my camera right there. Now, if you're watching me on like a vertical live stream, you can only see my hand right now and my drawing table. If you're watching me in landscape mode, like over on Facebook, or I think I've got both of them on my channel at the same time, but nobody usually finds the landscape mode. But if you're on landscape mode, you can absolutely see me as well. So hello. Hey, Carrie is here on YouTube. Hello. Oh, that was super weird. I forgot that I had flavored sparkling water in my water bottle. I just went to take a drink thinking it was the remnants of just like the plain water that I had earlier. And my brain was having a moment of panic. I was like, why does this water taste sort of acidic? Freaked me out for a minute. All right, so I'm just doing some in-betweening tonight, and probably some cleanup on some drawings. This is for the very first scene of the montage, which is mostly done. I'll have it done by the end of this weekend, probably by tomorrow. And I'll probably be moved on to like at least scene number 3 by next Friday. So I'm definitely making progress, moving forward on this. I was a little bit nervous at first, starting a brand new section of 15 scenes when I literally thought I was like, or not thought, but when I literally finished the main cartoon, and I was like, oh great, let's add 15 more scenes. Why not? I don't know how long of a sequence this whole montage is going to be. It's going to be interesting. And the reason I'm saying it's going to be interesting is because last week I was talking with you guys about how I'm sort of wanting to keep around the 7-minute mark, but there's a good chance that this montage is going to put me over 7 minutes. An over 7-minute cartoon was never something I was aiming for. It's not a bad thing. I just wasn't trying to do it, and I kind of loved the idea of keeping it at right around 7, because a majority of the Looney Tunes and the old Disney shorts were 7-minute cartoons. Sometimes they were longer. Sometimes they were like 6.5 minutes. It sort of depended on things. So it's not a problem if it goes over 7. I just was like, ooh, it'd be really cool. Like when I started this cartoon, I sort of thought, oh man, I'll be lucky if I get to 7 minutes. And now it's like, oh, it's probably going to be over 7 minutes. So very, very interesting to be in this position. I was not predicting that this was going to happen. But I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me on YouTube tonight. The algorithm has been a little bit funny lately, honestly, and I don't really know what's going on. I feel like something happened in the last few weeks, and it almost feels like it's harder for me to be found now. And I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but it just kind of feels like something happened with the YouTube algorithm. I've been noticing a difference in traffic, and I'm not sure what to do about it, if anything. I probably really can't do anything about it. And then I kind of wonder if anybody else is experiencing that, but I don't really know a lot of, I don't really know any other YouTubers who do it regularly, honestly. I don't, well, and if I do know some people, I don't talk to them about it. So I'm just sort of left here wondering, am I imagining things? Now, the reason I'm using this light tonight is because this particular in-between, the drawings are so close together that to the untrained eye, it would look like I was just drawing the same exact picture over and over again. In fact, people ask me that very often. They say, why does it just look like you're making the same drawing? And I'm not making the same drawing. There are minor variations. Sometimes it is very, very, very similar. And this is one of those times where it literally looks like the same drawing, like 3 different ways. But it is not that, I can assure you. I'm gonna change my music. Since there's not a lot of folks in here, I guess it wouldn't matter if there were a lot of folks in here. But since there aren't a lot of folks in here, I'm gonna go and play a little something. There we go. Now we're cooking. So Carrie is asking, do you ever write a number or sequence at the top left of your pages? In this right here? Yes, I do. It's a crazy numbering system. This one says, hold on. I can't do that with the music playing as loud as it is. Yeah, so this says SC, which means scene 021. So it's scene 21. So scene 21, and then because I already made scene 21, and I decided later on to come back in and do the montage. I have to like insert the montage. So I already did scene 21 and 22, but I have to come in between those two. So this is scene 21, and then it says A1. So 21A1 underscore 13, because this is drawing 13. So scene 21A1 underscore 13. Hope that answers your question. I'll go back to my... Yeah, I mean, it's not that exciting. It's a good question, though. I appreciate that. Yeah, you have to stay organized. The only way this project works is if I stay organized. It's way too big of a project to be sloppy about that. I mean, by the time it's done, it's going to be like basically 70 scenes. It's going to be a 70 scene animation, which is crazy. Oh, here, I didn't mean to put that on loop. I mean, I did mean to put it on loop, but I don't want it on loop now. I thought I wanted it on loop, and then I decided I don't want it on loop. Not anymore. What was I going to do? What was I going to do? Oh, yeah, I was going to play some of that stuff. That's right. That's right. Here we go. I want to add. Oh, I'm glad you like the music. Oh, thank you, Nicole. Nicole on Facebook is saying, "Now, nice frown eyebrows." Yeah, he doesn't have eyebrows. This character, I don't have any eyebrows for him. I'm glad you like the music, Samo. 1 second, I gotta check something. Let's see. Yeah, I need one more in between, I think. We'll do one more. Hello, Lana28 is a cutie on YouTube. How you doing? Oh, I'm glad you think this is cool. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. I do this every Friday. And if you haven't already, head over to retailsunshine.com and follow me there for free. I post behind the scenes drawings and stuff there. I'm doing good, thanks. Thanks for joining me. Lana says, where can you get a drawing board thing like that? I need one. What are they called? This is a light table. And this light table I got from Lightfoot Limited. If you look up Lightfoot Limited, they've got a great website. That's where I get all my animation supplies. All right, last song of the night. Oh, I'm glad you like the music. And you're welcome. Actually, I think I'm all done for the night. Hold on. Yeah, I think I'm done for the night. Oh, I'm glad you like my shirt. Thanks. All right, well, just to wrap things up a little bit here. I'll let that song kind of play in the background there. All right, well, so that I don't know if I have a whole lot more to go on that scene. That might have been the rest of the in-betweens that I needed. I didn't need very many more. Again, this was a scene that I thought I finished already, and then I looked at it and I went, no, there's something a little bit rigid about it. So I'm going to scan these in, add them into the timeline, see how it goes, and with any luck, maybe sometime tomorrow I'll be on to scene 3 of 15, page 1 of 4 on the storyboards. As I make my way through the montage sequence, this is the final sequence of New Ad Day. If you want to follow the production of New Ad Day and get all the updates of when I'm at different stages of production, and of course eventually when I start taking the film out on the road and showing it to people, if you want to know all that stuff, couple things you got to do. You got to subscribe here for sure. And the other thing you can do is follow me over at retailsunshine.com. That's where I try to put most of my exclusive behind the scenes art stuff. And I'm building a little community over there. I would love to have you there. It's really great. It is my Patreon, but you don't have to put money towards it. You can be a free member, and most of my posts, most of my posts these days are free posts, so don't worry about that. Oh my gosh, for crying out loud. Samo, what are you doing? Samo just gave me 2 jewels, a silver star again. This is like the 3rd time. I mean, thank you for doing it. You don't have to do that, but I do appreciate it. Yes, we learned tonight that if you give me jewels on YouTube, now I can see them popping up in the chat and I can bring them up on screen. So thank you for doing that for the 3rd time tonight. It is not a prerequisite, but I do appreciate it very, very much. So thanks for that very much, Samo. Thanks to Nicole Bell over on Facebook for the heart. I appreciate you too. And yeah, you guys, if you're on Facebook, you can also search Retail Sunshine and follow me there. I'm on a few different places. I'm on Instagram. I don't really post on Instagram very much, but you can search Retail Sunshine on Instagram, and that maybe I'll start posting more if people start looking like they want me to post more. I guess maybe I'll do that. Anyway, thanks so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thanks for that little. Is that an angel, Carrie? That's really cute. Or is it like oh no, it's a little character sending love out. I see it now. It took me a second to see what it was. I'll see you guys next Friday. I'm excited to see where I'll be next Friday on this project, because now I feel like, now that I'm 2 scenes in, I really do feel like I've got like some momentum building up again. For whatever reason, ending the very last scene of what I had planned from the beginning, ending scene 64, and then restarting doing this montage, it almost felt like a different project entirely. So it took me a while to get back into like a headspace, but now I'm there again, and that's very exciting to me, because now it's like, all right, let's see what I can do next. And Lana, thank you too. I didn't mean to forget about you. Thank you, Lana. I appreciate you. Nicole says, yes, Insta. Yes, you can go ahead and find me on Instagram. Thank you, Lana. It was nice meeting you for the first time. Hopefully I'll see you next Friday. I do this every Friday at 9 p.m. Central. Sometimes I do a random live stream in the middle of the week, and I eat some weird candy. I might be doing that this week, because I was sent some weird candy, some sour candy, which is my favorite, in the mail very recently, and I have not opened them yet. So I think I'm due for another candy video. But the only way you can know about it is if you subscribe, because I don't announce those videos. I just do them randomly whenever the mood strikes me. All right. So I'll see you guys at the next video, whatever it is, candy video or live draw. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Have a great night.